Hi Libras, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is a general reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. Let's see what Spirit has for you today, what energy is around you or what energy is coming your way. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you want my Libras to know at this time? What is it that you need them to hear? I am listening for you now. I have letting go, of course. It all starts with letting go. Some of you still could have strings attached. Sometimes you don't even realize you have strings attached until you really take a hard look at why you're not getting back out there, or fears. It could be even fears of starting over, fears of change, things like that. It doesn't even necessarily have to be letting go of somebody. It could be letting go of a feeling I have that is holding me back. I have the future. Look at her. She's got this beautiful crystal ball. I'm looking ahead. I'm looking into my future. I know that Spirit is bringing me all that I am manifesting, all that I want. And I have dived deep. That's coming into me more as a diving deep into your soul. Okay. It's more of somebody who wants a deep, I'm just going to say deep dive into who you are and this feeling of, deep emotions, things like that. Not everybody is willing to do that with you. A lot of people are surface level, and, that's not where most of us want to be. I have your free spirit. You also have free will, Spirit saying. You also have choices. So it is a feeling of, I'm in control. I'm going to say it that way. I'm in control of my future, and I'm in control of, where my feelings go and with whom. So that feels good. So we're getting lots of messages from the mermaids today. I've got all kinds of mermaid and oceanic decks today for you. So let's see where they're taking us. Spirit, please share with me this deep dive. I have a King of the Ocean. Okay, so that's my Emperor. I have a Queen of Swords. I have strength, stability. And I have a Seven of Pentacles. And I like the word potential as their key word. Sometimes that's all it takes. I don't need to have all the answers. I don't have to know right from the beginning where I'm going to end up with this person. I do like this queen, and the queen came into me because of this shark in the background. And it was like, you know what? There's a lot of sharks out there. There's a lot of people that I don't want to swim with, shark infested waters. So you're stronger than you think you are, but you do have somebody that is coming in that's an Emperor energy. They have a good sense of where they're taking themselves. They have a good head on their shoulders. They're strong, they're determined. And then you look at them and you say, you know what? Okay, you know what? This person's checking a lot of the boxes. This person has potential. And then you see where the potential goes. But it does start with, I'm interested. It starts with, there's something here and I'm interested. So you've got this kind of, who you want energy, who you are energy is what I'm saying. And I'm stronger than it looks. So you are definitely in control. I have a Five of Wands. I have a High Priestess. I have a Queen of Wands. And I have a Queen of Pentacles. So this is interesting because the Five of Wands keyword is competition. And before I even pulled the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess, it was a feeling of, you're not in competition with anybody. You're amazing. The person who comes into your life wants you. They don't want anybody else. Like, you are the queen. And your intuition outshines all others. And You're strong, you're independent, you are filled with passion, you're filled with desire. So they see something in you that they don't see in anybody else. And that's the most important thing, is that there's a part of you that stands out. There's a part of you that you're not going to compete. I'm going to say it that way. Like, you are not an option. You're not going to prove yourself. You're not going to jump through hoops to be with anybody. You're going to be yourself. You are amazing exactly the way you are. And the person who's supposed to be in your life is going to love you for who you are. And they're going to love you for these deep emotions. Bottom of the deck, I have an Empress. So here is this beautiful, nurturing, loving person. And then an Empress is not going to say, oh, choose me, choose me. I mean, they're not desperate. An Empress is going to hold her head up high and say, I would love to have you in my life if you're worthy of me. So I think that you are this beautiful energy of standing strong, standing tall. And maybe you are deciding who you want to be in your life. And I think that that's how I want you to look at it today. Spirit, what else do you want us to know? I do like the Emperor energy. In the number 42, I have the common dolphin. You never know what great idea may arise in your sleep. Now, two things are coming into me. The dolphins being very playful. Okay, this sense of fun and kind of jumping for joy. I like that energy. I also like arriving in your sleep. So you could have a soulmate that is traveling to see you. You know, this soulmate travels and searches for you in this lifetime. So they visit you in your sleep. And they're looking for you, and they know where to find you, Spirit just said. They just haven't found you in the material world, in the 3D, but they definitely are able to visit you. So it's the person who says, I just have this sense that my person is out there. I can feel my person. I just know there's somebody out there for me. So if you're feeling that, more than likely your intuition is right. I have the number 50. I have the Vitia. The secret of happiness is consciously uniting with the best in you. So being the best within you. And that, I say that all the time, love yourself first, and then you're attracting the love that you deserve and you desire. So being the best that you can be, of course. And then I have the humpback whale, the number 31. Nothing can be done without the proper means. Putting in the effort. I'm going to say it that way. I'm going to say putting in the effort that you've healed, that you are manifesting, that you are taking care of yourself, that you have the willingness to be in a relationship, to put the effort in, all of those things. Spirit, tell me about my person. Tell me about energy coming towards me or in my life, a confirmation today. What is it that you have for us? Let's see. I have an Ace of Cups. Look at that beautiful ace. I have a 4 of Cups. I have a Hermit. And I have a 7 of Wands. So it did come into me as patiently waiting for some of you. And I'm not going to say that's a bad thing, because I always feel you are exactly where you're supposed to be at this moment of time, even if you're not where you want to be. And that's okay. But don't give up hope, because I am not giving up on love. This is a beautiful ace with this just overflowing emotion coming in. And because I didn't give up, it's like I got the grand prize. And I got what I was asking for and more. And I just feel like it is going to be handed to you. And that's how an ace comes in. It just is handed to you, whether it comes in organically, you meet somebody crosses your path, everything falls into place. So there is a feeling of just love overflows. I'm going to say it that way. And maybe that's all you needed to hear today, that I'm going to fall in love, and I am patiently waiting, but I'm okay. I'm not giving up. Spirit, please tell me more. I'm never giving up. Oh, this is a extra card. If you want to know who designed this deck, it's damedarcy.com, the Mermaid Tarot. She's on Etsy also. She has I have quite a few of her decks. She has a very, very distinctive illustrating, artistic, art pattern here. So she's got a very distinct look. Spirit, please share with me. I have a High Priestess. They're going to fall in love with your intuition. There's going to be something about you, as how they just said it. So they might not be able to put their finger on it, but your energy is literally drawing them to you. It's a loving energy, Spirit saying it has no words. So it's not about what you look like. They're going to be just drawn to you. You have a presence. You have a purpose. You have a calling. And they see that in you. So there's just this beautiful feeling of, I don't think you have to do anything but just be yourself. It just feels like they're just on their way. So this beautiful intuition is bringing them right into you. I have a 7 of Swords. I have a Judgment. And I have a 6 of Cups. This is coming into me as I'm too hard on myself. I'm too hard on others sometimes. Not always, but maybe you prejudge somebody based on what they do for a living, where they work, the car they drive, the house they live in. We all do. We all do. We all have a tendency. We try not to, but it's a little bit of judging, and maybe we need to be more honest with ourselves and say, am I prejudging somebody before I give them a chance? Okay, so maybe that's just something that you need to think about. The 6 of Cups and the High Priestess is working beautifully together, because that's telling me that almost a feeling of I knew you from the moment we met. I recognized you. We definitely have this soulmate searches for you in this lifetime, and now I find you. So there's this beautiful energy of, I can't believe I just found you. Okay. I really feel that way, because I feel like aces come in pretty quickly also. So when it does come in, it's a sense of, I just can't believe this is happening. So that feels good. Let's see what else they want you to know today. So I would say don't judge a book by its cover. Be a little bit more open to, let me get to know somebody, because the person who they're putting in front of you may not be what you think. I have ride the wave, seize the opportunity. It's a big wave. I like the opportunity again. I liked the potential earlier. I liked this feeling of something being put in front of me that I'm not expecting. The world is your oyster, and you have manifested this. You're going to find that perfect pearl. You're going to see that when you open just one shell, that your perfect person is inside. And it took you a while. Maybe we had to open a lot of shells, but it took us a while to get there, but we're there. I have the ripple effect, impact, and consequences. But I also feel like they pick up on your energy. I also feel like from the little baby moment that they meet you, they feel this energy kind of just radiating off of you. And whether it's your smile, your laugh, your presence, your aura, but I just feel like they can literally feel it coming off of you. So they're going to be drawn to that. And I have the flying fish, breaking the limits. I guess let's get ready to fly. Let's jump. They jump up and out of the water, and they jump. They come. I mean, they're a combination of like a bird and a fish, and I guess they set themselves apart is how I want to say that. So that feels good also. Spirit, what else do you need me to know about this connection today? I have a King of Pentacles. I have a Magician. I have an Emperor again. This is a strong individual. King, Magician, and I have an 8 of Cups. I will say that this person has made a determination in their life, is how it feels, to possibly walk away from someone else for themselves, not for you, but for themselves. That they probably ended something because they believe there was something better for themselves. And they may have a story about that. They may share with you that I just couldn't be with that person anymore because I felt like it wasn't going anywhere, or I felt like I had grown. I wasn't excited about it anymore. So I do feel like this person can make decisions for themselves. You know, they're not going to stay somewhere or with somebody that they're not happy with. This is a very strong person. This is a strong king that wants you. This is a strong king that has something to offer. This is a strong emperor that has built something for themselves, and they probably have a lot of different things that you're going to like about them. Their personality, you may be impressed with their success, their career, things that they've been working on, their dreams. But this is not an individual that's kind of piecing it together. This is somebody who really has their act together. I have a Lover's card. I always love this card because I heard once that seahorses are soulmates and they tie their little tails together when they are sleeping so they don't float away from each other. Yeah, I'm going to go back to, this is a deep dive into who you are, and it definitely has potential. It's going to be overflowing with emotion when we had that ace earlier, and lots of good things are happening with the energy that's around you. If this is not in your life today, just use any of my readings to help you to manifest the love that you are worthy and deserving of. And at the end, we release it to the universe together. Spirit, please share with me loving messages from this person, future person. I'm scared of this connection. I don't think this could be you. I don't think this emperor and this king are going to be scared. I think they're pretty self-confident, and I feel like they're going to convince you that there's nothing to be scared of, that they want it as much as you do, is how it just came in. Thank you for being there for me. Somebody's a good listener. Somebody's attentive. Somebody is there when you need them. Somebody isn't walking away. It's love at first sight. I love that. I do believe that. There's a part of me that's feeling that I saw you in my dreams. I knew that you were out there. I have been feeling that I would be meeting you at any moment. And lo and behold, we finally meet, and it just seems to work. You're what I've been searching for. It seems pretty easy. I feel like everything starts to fall into place from that moment on. I daydream about our moments. Did I just say moment? Thank you, Spirit. It's you and me forever. I always love this feeling. I always love that we transition from there's a you, there's a me, to there's an us, to there's an our future. So I always like all of those feelings. Late at night, sometimes I can't sleep thinking about you. So you're going to be on my mind. I'm going to be thinking of you. So if you haven't, like I said, you are manifesting with me today. I believe it's a soul connection searching for you. And I do believe that they are visiting you while you sleep. So we're going to put this out to the universe now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words and comments. If you'd like to book a private reading, go to my website, kathymamolin.psychicmedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel and a Twin Flame channel. I'll put those links in the descriptions below. Have a great day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your reading.